If you are over 60, there is a good chance your day starts the same way almost every morning. You shuffle into the kitchen, maybe still in your robe, turn on the coffee maker, and wait for that familiar smell to drift through the house. That first sip can feel like an old friend. It wakes you up, helps you focus, and gives you a quiet moment before the rest of the day begins. But here is something many older adults never hear in the doctor's office. The way your body handled coffee at 30 is not the way it handles coffee at 65, 70, or 80. The same cup that used to feel harmless can now affect your sleep, your blood pressure, your heart rhythm, and even how steady you feel when you stand up from your favorite chair. The goal is not to take away that comforting cup or to make you afraid of it. The goal is to help you understand what is actually in your mug each morning and how a few simple changes can make that habit kinder to your heart, your memory, and your energy. The good news is that you do not have to give up coffee to protect your health. You may only need to change how you drink it, when you drink it, and what you add to it. Think of it as updating your morning routine to better match the body you live in now. Let's start with what is happening inside your body. Even while you are sitting at the kitchen table reading the morning paper or scrolling on your tablet. As you move past 60, several things shift in quiet ways. Your liver works more slowly. Your kidneys clear fluids and chemicals more slowly. Your stomach often becomes more sensitive, especially if you are taking medications for blood pressure, pain, cholesterol, or diabetes. Your heart may not like big sudden jumps in heart rate the way it once did. On top of that, your sleep may already be lighter or more fragile than it was in your 40s. A strong cup of coffee at 7 in the evening feels very different at 68 than it did at 28. Caffeine, the main active ingredient in coffee, stays in the body longer in many older adults. A cup at 3 in the afternoon can still be active at 9 or 10 at night. That might show up as lying awake in bed, waking more often to use the bathroom, or just feeling restless when you wish you were resting. For some people, especially those with a smaller body size or lower body weight, even a single large mug in the morning can make the heart beat faster or make the hands feel a little shaky. Everyone's body is different, so this does not happen to every older adult, but it is common enough that it is worth paying attention. There is also the issue of dehydration. Coffee is a mild diuretic for many people. That means it can encourage your body to lose water. If your morning starts with 2 big cups of coffee at 7 a.m. and nothing else until lunch at noon, your body may be running a bit low on fluids all morning. That can show up as feeling lightheaded when you stand, a dry mouth, or more fatigue when you walk from the parking lot into the grocery store. None of this means coffee is bad or that you must give it up. It simply means that after 60, coffee needs to be part of a bigger routine that includes enough water, enough food, and a little more awareness of how your body feels. Before we look at healthier coffee choices, it helps to look closely at what often sneaks into the cup without much thought. When most of us say, "I drink coffee," we are not really talking about plain black coffee with nothing added. Many older adults have a favorite blend that includes flavored creamers, sugar, powdered whiteners, or syrups. You might pour from the same bottle every morning without even reading the label anymore. In a typical kitchen cabinet, you might see a large plastic bottle of flavored creamer, a jar of instant mix, a bag of sweetened latte powder, or a box of small packets from the supermarket. Each of these can contain more than just coffee flavor. Some include added sugars that raise blood sugar quickly. Others rely on artificial sweeteners, which can bother the stomach in some people or change how full you feel. Many non-dairy creamers are made from oils that your body may not handle as well as it once did, especially if you already have high cholesterol or a history of heart disease. Then there are thickeners and stabilizers, ingredients with long names that keep the product smooth and thick on the shelf, but do not bring any real nutrition. Imagine a typical morning in an American home. It is 7:30 a.m., the news is on in the background, and you pour a generous amount of flavored creamer into a large mug. The label might say something like hazelnut delight or caramel swirl. It tastes wonderful, and it feels like a small daily treat. But without realizing it, you may be drinking a few teaspoons of sugar plus added oils every single day, sometimes twice a day. Over weeks, months, and years, that small habit can add up. If you already take medication for cholesterol, or you are trying to keep your weight steady, those extra calories and fats may make your goals harder to reach. There is also the question of how coffee fits with your medicines. Many older adults line up their morning pills in a weekly organizer and take them with their first cup. Certain medications are better absorbed with water rather than coffee. Some blood pressure pills and heart medications can interact with caffeine, leading to more noticeable changes in heart rate or blood pressure. This does not mean you must stop coffee if you take these medicines, but it does mean that talking with your doctor or pharmacist about timing is wise. They can help you decide whether to separate your pills and your coffee by an hour or so, or whether your current routine is fine. Another part of this story often gets overlooked. The way coffee is made can change how your body responds to it. A plain cup from a simple drip machine with a paper filter is not the same as a very strong, unfiltered brew. After 60, your heart and blood vessels may prefer gentler options. Coffee that passes through a paper filter tends to have fewer oily compounds that can influence cholesterol levels. A large, strong cup made in a metal filter or a pot that lets everything through may have more of these compounds. If you have been told that your cholesterol is high, or your doctor has mentioned hardening of the arteries, it may be kinder to your body to choose coffee that has been filtered through paper. Think about how you brew your coffee right now. Maybe you still use the same machine you bought 20 years ago. Maybe a family member gave you a French press, and you enjoy how rich and bold the flavor is. Maybe you have a pod machine on the counter because it feels quick and easy. Whatever you use, you can make small adjustments without feeling like you have to change everything. Switching to paper filters, choosing a medium roast instead of a very dark one, or using a bit less coffee grounds for the same amount of water can reduce the intensity without taking away your morning ritual. Now let's talk about timing, because when you drink your coffee can be as important as what you drink. For many older adults, breakfast has become smaller over the years. Some people simply do not feel hungry first thing in the morning. Others are just used to grabbing a banana or a slice of toast. A large mug of coffee on an almost empty stomach can lead to more acid, more shakiness, and sometimes more anxiety. If you notice that your hands tremble a bit around 9 a.m., or you feel your heart flutter while you are sitting at the table doing a crossword puzzle, it might be your caffeine hitting an empty stomach. A gentle change is to pair your coffee with something small but solid. It might be half a whole-grain English muffin with a bit of peanut butter, a hard-boiled egg kept ready in the refrigerator, or a bowl of oatmeal with a few berries. Even a handful of nuts alongside your mug gives your body something to work with, so the caffeine is not landing alone. This small step can soften the effect on your stomach and help keep your energy more even. Some people over 60 also find that setting a coffee cutoff time in the day makes a big difference. For example, you might decide that any coffee after 2 p.m. is not worth the risk of a restless night. If you usually have a second cup at 4 p.m. while watching a game show or reading in your recliner, you might try switching that later cup to decaf or to a mild herbal tea. Give yourself a week or two to see how your sleep responds. Again, talk with your doctor if you have any sleep disorders or if you use sleep aids, because they can help you find the safest way to adjust your routine. Another helpful step is to match every cup of coffee with a glass of water. If you drink 1 mug at 8 a.m., pour yourself a small glass of water and sip it slowly over the next hour. If you have a second cup at 10, repeat the pattern. This habit supports your kidneys, helps your blood pressure stay steadier, and can even reduce constipation, which many older adults quietly struggle with. It is a simple act of kindness toward your body that fits easily into your current habits. Now that we have talked about timing and brewing, let's look at the kinds of coffee and add-ins that usually work better for seniors. Many older adults find that a medium roast coffee is kinder on their stomach than an extra dark roast. Darker coffee can sometimes be more acidic or feel harsher. A medium roast, especially made from beans known for a smoother taste, can feel gentler while still giving that satisfying flavor. If you enjoy flavored coffee, you can often buy plain beans and add your own flavor at home with a sprinkle of cinnamon, a drop of pure vanilla extract, or a small spoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. This gives you more control and can help you avoid some of the additives that come in flavored packets and syrups. If you need or want less caffeine, consider a high-quality decaf that uses a water-based process rather than harsh chemicals. You can look for words like water process or Swiss process on the package. These methods rely on water and filters instead of strong solvents to remove caffeine. For many older adults, mixing half regular and half decaf is a nice compromise. You keep the taste you enjoy, but you lower the total caffeine in each cup. For creaminess, there are many options beyond the typical flavored creamers in the refrigerated aisle. A small amount of real milk, whether it is dairy or a simple unsweetened plant milk, can be easier on your body than something with a long ingredient list. Some people enjoy adding a spoon of plain yogurt to their coffee to give it a smooth, rich texture, almost like a homemade latte. Others find that learning to enjoy coffee with a bit less sweetness over time gives them more stable energy throughout the morning. You do not have to change all at once. You might reduce the sugar in your coffee by half for a few weeks, then by half again. Your taste buds will adjust slowly, and many people are surprised by how quickly they become used to a less sweet cup. Before we move on, there is an important detail here. Any change in your coffee routine should respect your unique health conditions. If you live with heart disease, kidney disease, serious stomach problems, or diabetes, it is wise to talk with your doctor or a dietitian before making big changes. Ask specific questions, such as, is 1 cup of coffee in the morning safe for me? Or, is there any reason I should switch to decaf? Your healthcare team knows your medicines and your history. They can help you decide what amount of coffee fits your situation. Another part of this conversation is how coffee affects your muscles, your balance, and your daily comfort. After 60, many people notice that their legs feel weaker when they climb stairs, or that getting up from a low sofa takes more effort. Some of that is natural muscle loss with age, and some of it can be related to less movement over the years. Coffee alone cannot fix weak muscles, but it can either support or interfere with your efforts. A gentle amount of caffeine, paired with a small breakfast and a short walk, can make you feel more awake and able to move around the house. Imagine a morning where you finish your coffee around 8:30 a.m., put on comfortable shoes, and walk for 10 or 15 minutes up and down your street or in a nearby shopping mall. That bit of movement uses the energy from your drink in a positive way. Your heart beats a little faster, your joints warm up, and your muscles get a signal that they are still needed. Over time, this routine can support your balance and confidence. On the other hand, if you drink several strong cups without food and sit for hours in the same chair, you might end up feeling jittery but still tired. The heart may feel like it is racing while the body feels heavy. If you notice that pattern, it may be time to gently scale back the strength or the number of cups and add a little more movement. Again, this does not apply to everyone in the same way. Some seniors tolerate a few cups without any trouble. Others feel better with just 1. Listening to your body is key. Let's also consider how coffee and stress interact in daily life. Many older adults carry quiet worries. You might be thinking about medical appointments, the cost of prescriptions, adult children, grandchildren, or changes in your neighborhood. If your mornings tend to include reading upsetting headlines on the news while you drink a strong coffee, that combination can sometimes make your nerves feel more on edge. You might notice your shoulders creeping up toward your ears, your jaw tightening, or your mind racing. One gentle strategy is to pair your coffee with something calming instead. Instead of turning on stressful news right away, You might listen to a favorite old song from the 1960s or 1970s, call a friend for a 5-minute chat, or read a few pages from a book that makes you feel hopeful. You keep the comfort of the warm cup in your hands, but you give your mind something kinder to focus on. Over time, this can change how your body associates that morning coffee. It becomes part of a peaceful routine, not an anxious one. Now let's talk about what to do if you think coffee might be bothering you, but you are not sure. The signs can be subtle. You might notice that your heart sometimes feels like it is skipping a beat in the late morning. You might feel more anxious on days when you drink more coffee. Perhaps you have more heartburn after your second cup. Or maybe your afternoon naps are getting longer and you wake up feeling groggy. None of these signs prove that coffee is the cause, but they are clues you can explore. One simple way to test this, with your doctor's approval, is to keep a small notebook for a week. Each morning, write down what time you had your coffee, how much you drank, what you added to it, and whether it was regular or decaf. Later in the day, jot down how you felt. Did you feel steady on your feet when you walked from the car into the pharmacy? How was your mood around lunchtime? Did you need an extra nap at 3 p.m.? After a week, look for patterns. You might notice that on days when you had only 1 cup before 9 a.m., you slept better that night. Or you might see that adding more water with your coffee made you feel less dizzy when standing. If you see a pattern that worries you, bring that notebook to your doctor. It is much easier for a healthcare provider to give good advice when they can see specific times, amounts, and symptoms. They may recommend lowering your total caffeine, spacing your cups differently, or changing to a milder brew. They may also discover that something else is going on, such as low blood pressure or a medication side effect, which can then be treated properly. Finally, it is worth remembering that coffee is just one part of your larger daily picture. Your heart and brain care about the whole day, not only those first 20 minutes in the kitchen. What you eat for lunch, how much water you drink, whether you move your body, how you manage stress, and how you sleep all play a role. Coffee can be a supportive part of that picture if it is handled with care. It can bring pleasant routine, a chance to sit with someone you love, or a moment to yourself before you head out to a doctor's appointment or a grocery run. So instead of thinking in terms of good coffee and bad coffee, think in terms of gentle coffee habits. That might mean choosing a filtered, medium roast instead of a very strong, unfiltered brew. It might mean cutting back on sugary creamers and using a small splash of milk instead. It might mean enjoying your cup alongside a simple breakfast, plus a glass of water and a short walk. It might mean setting a cutoff time in the afternoon so your sleep stays more restful. These are small changes, but they can support your heart, your energy, and your independence over the years. And remember, what works well for your neighbor may not be right for you. Your health history, your medications, and your daily routines are unique. Talk with your doctor first before making big changes, especially if you have heart disease, kidney problems, serious stomach issues, or diabetes. Your body has carried you through many years of mornings. It deserves a little extra care now. As you think about tomorrow morning, picture yourself at your kitchen counter. The coffee pot is ready. The mug you always reach for is clean and waiting. You have a chance to make one small, kind choice. Maybe you fill your cup only halfway and add a bit more water. Maybe you eat a slice of whole grain toast with a little nut butter before that first sip. Maybe you decide to have just 1 cup and swap the second for herbal tea in the afternoon. These may seem like tiny decisions, but over time, they can help you feel steadier on your feet, calmer in your mind, and more comfortable in your own body. I am here to remind you that you do not have to be perfect. You do not have to follow every new trend or buy every special product. Start with what you have in your kitchen today. Make one gentle change this week. See how your body responds. If it feels helpful, keep going. If it does not, talk with your healthcare provider and adjust. Your morning coffee can still be a pleasure, a comfort, and a friend to your health, even after 60. Which idea do you think you might try tomorrow? Will you add a little food with your coffee, drink a glass of water alongside it, switch to a milder brew, or maybe set an afternoon cutoff time. I would love to hear what feels realistic for your life, your medications, and your daily routine. So please share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoy calm, practical tips that help you feel better in your everyday life, consider subscribing so you do not miss future videos.